Today we're going to interview singer-songwriter
Zack Logan from
Nashville, Tennessee.
We're the Youngs.
We've spent our lives traveling the world.
And in 2018, we moved from
Chicago, Illinois to
Copenhagen, Denmark.
Now we want to share with you
how our new lives abroad
is keeping us young.
keeping us young.
are helping to keep us young. Hello, welcome to Traveling Young.
Hi.
So today's episode is really, a bulk of it is going to be an interview with a fantastic musician friend of ours from
Yes.
Nashville, Zack Logan, who we actually met in Copenhagen when he was touring a couple years ago. And it's really neat because he gives us some background on what it was like for him to be in Denmark as a musician on tour, but also music, and he plays some songs for us. So stay tuned for that. But we needed to start with this because we had an insane weekend.
Yeah, we did.
And we wanted to share that with you.
Yeah, so it was quite the whirlwind last week. We got contacted kind of early last week about going on Go Morgen Danmark, which was super, super exciting for us. And we took the whole crew, all four of us, including Brisket, went on, and it was just an amazing experience.
Yeah, it was so much fun, and everybody was so unbelievably nice. It was so great.
Yeah.
Yeah, I felt so comfortable right when we sat down because everybody just welcomed us as if we were like family.
Yeah.
I mean, it was just, it was so cool.
Yeah.
And it was just, everybody was great.
Yeah, and especially Steen, who interviewed us, was so nice, and it was just great to get an opportunity to talk about, why we're doing the channel and how much it means to us and stuff. So it was just so much fun.
Yeah, I think it's too bad though that Maya chose to take 2 bags of Cheetos.
Yeah. Oh no.
And so we I saw the look as I was looking at Annis in the face when first his joy when he ate the Cheetos, and then the extreme disappointment when Maya ran. I feel like she even reached for his first.
She did.
And but afterwards.
Okay, I felt so bad. You can go back and watch it, or if you already saw it, I stole a bag of Cheetos from Anders, and I felt so bad about it after. I apologized to him after. I was like, I'm sorry for stealing your Cheetos, but we talked about with him, if we ever see him again, we'll buy him plenty Cheetos to make up for
plenty
it.
Plenty of Cheetos.
Yeah, but he was nice as well as everybody, and we got to see them all and talk to him after the show and everything, and it was really cool.
Definitely.
Yeah, it was so great.
Yeah, he's a diplomat, so he knows how to handle Cheeto thieves.
Stealing situations.
So we'll have a Cheeto peace offering later.
Yeah.
Cheeto diplomacy.
Yeah.
But we really wanted to tell you something about it because it was really such an amazing experience for us, and it was only possible because everybody that watches the channel is so engaged and has been so positive, and that's
you guys.
I mean, we appreciate your support, which gives us those opportunities.
Yeah, and it just warms my heart so much when they pulled up all of the nice comments that you guys leave all the time. You guys are so amazing and supportive all the time, and also so informative, telling us places to go and things to do.
Yeah, like we read all the comments.
Yeah, we do. So thank you so much for being so supportive.
Yeah. All right. Well, we needed to say that because this is the first video after that experience that we're posting. But the bulk of this video, as mentioned, is an interview with Zack Logan. Please stick around. He is a great musician. He plays a couple songs for us.
Yeah.
Again, he talks about Mississippi. We talk about sweet tea. He talks about Frank's dogs. So I know that how everybody feels about the French hot dogs, but he had one when he was here.
And
Spoiler
we give
alert.
him an impromptu Danish test.
Yes, try it on Tuesday where he has to translate some Danish words. So it's a ton of fun. We did the interview last night. Maya wasn't with us, which is why we wanted to shoot this before she's back at school so she could talk about the show. But let me stop chatting now because we definitely need to get to Zack. And so we're going to leave it at that. Thank you so much, and let's go get to the interview with Zack. Well, welcome. We have Zack Logan with us today. We are super, super excited.
Hey, guys.
Hey. Why don't you really quickly kind of introduce yourself, and I'll let you speak for yourself real fast, and then we'll maybe ask some questions after.
Okay. My name is Zack Logan. I live in Nashville, Tennessee. I'm originally from Mississippi, and I'm a singer, songwriter, dad, babysitter, amateur many things, but
and a new dad. I guess it's not super new now, but kind of a new dad for a second time recently. Yeah.
That's going.
It's going.
It's been an interesting couple of years. She'll be 2 at the end of May, and Yeah, she's doing really good.
Yeah, I think the last time I saw you was basically right before she was born. I mean, I think it was just a few weeks before she was born when I was in Nashville and we had lunch together.
Right. I that's such a weird time just thinking back about how excited I was and nervous, and y'all know the drill.
Yeah. It's been 17 years, but we kind of remember. So why we wanted to have you here, I mean, besides being a fan of your music, is we met you here in Copenhagen, and we thought it would be super cool to have you because you toured with Brent Cobb and played at Hotel Cecil here in downtown Copenhagen. And we thought it'd be fun to get, since you've been here in Denmark, a little bit of your perspective of your experience here as a musician.
Oh man. Let's see. We walked around a lot and got some exercise, which is important on those kind of long tours.
Because you're in a van all the time.
Yeah. It was it was a very small van. But having a wife with me, we walked around, did a little shopping with the little booths that were out around town, and went and had coffee. It was a very pretty day. It's like not a cloud in the sky. Yeah. And it's just kind of like a, you're like, oh, this, oh. Like overload, you know?
When you're touring, do you seek American food to make you feel like you're at home when you're in a new country? Or do you also take the opportunity to try something new? And do you remember doing any of that when you were in Denmark?
I think maybe on the ferry we had some kind of hot dog looking.
Oh, hot dogs.
That's a very Danish.
That's a touchy subject.
I don't know. It's like
that's a French dog.
Yeah.
It's like it goes inside of the. I don't know how to do this without appearing very phallic in some way, but
I know I'm like, okay, let's stop.
Yeah, we're just gonna. Yeah. So I would love for you to play us a tune. That'd be super great.
Sure.
If you wanna, I'm gonna let you pick one of your favorite songs of yours if you want to go ahead, and we'll sit back and enjoy.
This song is called Annalie. It's off my record Raised by Wolves. An A dress that's as red as that blood on your hands. You looked over your shoulder and you gave me a glance. It made sure I could see while you asked him to dance. But darling, I don't care anymore. 'Cause I'm so sick and tired of writing songs and a needle and a stack for you. And you could call on me when you had no one to call. But darling, I'm down to the last straw. Oh, Annalie. Oh, Annalie. And you know that I loved you every night of the week. And the only time you loved me was when no one else could see it. Then I took a left on Church Street and I made a right on time. And you were loading up the car at the end of the drive. And this whole time I've been thinking you've been reading my mind. But darling, I don't care anymore. Oh, Annalie. Oh, Annalie. And you know that I loved you every night of the week. The only time you loved me was when no one else could see.
I feel like we got to clap for you, man. I wish I had like a whole, like an applause. I may just throw in the appropriate amount of applause versus just the two of us.
Yeah.
Like a laugh track goes over the background.
Man, I have to tell you, when I saw you the first time, I was just blown away with your finger picking style and everything. Yeah. And it's just so. I mean, as somebody who's trying to learn, and we talked about it when I saw you last. I mean, it's just impressive. And how much time did you spend to basically be able to do that so effortlessly?
A lot of time, but to be honest, but I've learned to play guitar on a classical guitar, like a nylon string guitar, and it was better for finger picking, instead of strumming.
Right.
Although, like Willie Nelson would argue about that, but yeah. So I think it just kind of came from there, and then a lot of my influences were finger picking guys like John Prine and Guy Clark, and those guys. They just put together music, and I don't know, it sounds good to me.
I mean, it's super good.
I have to say, when we first saw you, we originally went because we wanted to see Brent Cobb, because we know Brent Cobb. I mean, he's played some really big things. We saw him, I think, the first time he was opening for Chris Stapleton. And so when we saw that he was coming, we were like, oh my God, we got to go see Brent Cobb. But we were both so blown away by you being the opener. And we were like, oh my God, who is this guy? He's amazing. And that's how I ended up cornering your poor wife at the merch table for like 20 minutes.
Yeah. I mean,
thank you.
Yeah.
That's why we show. I mean, when we go to any show, we always get there and see every second of music that we can. And especially, Brent Cobb, the circle of people that surround him, you just know it's going to be quality no matter what. I mean,
Brent, and I'm a big Brent fan, and I mean, it was fun being on that tour, just opening, and then I could just go out and be in the crowd with everybody else, and it never got old sitting there watching him playing. Like his band was awesome, and the guys are great, and they, of course, they've kind of done world tours before, and any kind of tips, I was just trying to kind of follow them around and make sure. And by the end of it, they were kind of checking in on me, making sure, I didn't get lost or stuff like that. And Jenny was a big help she was running the merch table, and, she was just soaking up everything, and all the people were so nice. And somebody told me before I went, they were saying, look, just get up there. When you get on stage, just play your music. You don't talk a lot. They're not going to understand anything you say. It's like, I think they speak pretty good English, and they were saying, well, it's because of your Southern accent. So, but everything worked out pretty good. So,
yeah. So did you get to meet, any Danes in the audience or talk to people? I mean, what did you, do you remember anything of the experience specifically in Denmark? It's the interaction with the crowd. I mean, it is such a great venue.
Everybody was, just nice, and it was like a listening crowd. Everybody wasn't there to, party, and it seemed like everybody was really, there to enjoy a night of music, and that's always like a great. Anytime you can have a crowd like that is a blessing. So.
Yeah, I think that's actually quite true of Denmark in general. In my experience, being in a lot of crowds here, as going to so many shows, and going to a ton of shows in the U.S., in places like New York, and Nashville, and Chicago, and D.C. I feel like Danes are just more respectful in that regard, and I'm just like, it's almost like they value their time and your time, and everybody's there to make the most out of that, and not to make it unpleasant for anybody else around. You're in Nashville, and that's got to be both an amazing place to immerse yourself in music, and I would have to assume also a very challenging place to be a musician, because everybody's there trying to do a lot of the same things you're trying to do. Like, what what is it like being there? And how do you get to kind of be around people like Brent that can, kind of help give you these opportunities? And what's that experience been like in Nashville?
Well, Nashville's been great for me. And I think like my favorite part about Nashville is just being around so many talented people that, it makes you say, you go out and listen to some music and at a writer's round and there's a song that blows you away and you say, hey, I got to go home tonight and work on some new music because just to be able to keep your chops up, I guess, so to speak. But it's been a lot of fun. And this is a lot like our co-writing sessions have been lately. It's been through Zoom and Skype. Over the past year, people are starting to get back out and get together a little bit more as the vaccines, count goes up. So hopefully we'll be back in full swing before too long. But yeah, Nashville's great, and any night of the week, you can go find great music, and there's not a lot of places, like that.
What I want to do now is we have this thing that we call Try It On Tuesdays here. And typically we try some crazy Danish alcohol or food or something. We couldn't figure out how to ship you alcohol from Denmark or food, so we couldn't do that. But we thought it would be fun to try to get you to translate Danish words. So our Try It On Tuesday today is we're going to show you a Danish word, and you have to guess what you think it means. All right. You got your thinking cap on. You're ready. Yeah. You look like you're in like Jeopardy mode right now.
I'm in the zone.
Yeah, you're in the zone.
So I'm going to show it to you on the screen. The first one. Are you ready?
Let's go.
It's pronounced "u."
Okay.
It's a one-letter word.
It looks kind of like the Ghostbuster sign. It's like the spelling bee. Can you use it in a sentence? Yeah. How did you say it again?
U.
U.
You?
No. It's the word for island.
Island. Okay.
Yeah. So a lot of islands.
That was my next.
Logically. Yeah. A lot of islands have just the word "u" at the letter "u" at the end. So there'll be islands like "eu," and it's just like kind of added to the end of a lot of islands. So there's like a word that's kind of like the location, and then "u" at the end. So that island. This is my favorite one. You ready for this?
Let's go.
It's pronounced "fart," as you might think.
Okay.
And I'll use this one in a sentence for you. My car has fart pilot. I'm mixing English with Danish here, but fart pilot is a Danish word where you'd stick fart with something.
Or here's a Danish sentence, very simple. Din fart. We see it all the time.
Didn't fart.
Didn't fart.
Is it like auto, like car?
Well, I mean, it kind of relates to car, but it's the word for speed.
So din fart we see all the time because there's these little signs that will tell you how fast you're going. So it says din fart and it has the number. So we see that a lot.
And fart pilot is cruise control.
Yes.
So pilot's like control, kind of like you'd think, the English word pilot, and cruise being speed. So cruise control is fart pilot.
Interesting.
So
fart pilot.
You want to make sure to get that feature in your car. It's pretty standard now. Fart pilots come on most cars.
Yeah.
This is a super complex one. I want to give you one that's very complicated too. These have been like 3-letter words. This is going to be like, when we explain it to you, you're going to be like, why? And we'll say it for you.
Nope.
So it's, I'm not going to say it very well, but Su o halfias.
Su o halfias.
Just Is this a thing?
No, this is actually. I'm going to help you on this one because it's tricky. It's actually 3 words, and it's a number, and it's a number. It's the number 77. So if you want to say 77, that's what you'd say. So the word "su," which is the beginning, is 7. OGO is and then "hafjeds" is 70. So you say 7 and 70, and that's 77. So it's weird because you say the second digit first. But
well, okay. So if anybody asks my favorite number, I'll tell them that.
Yeah, exactly.
This is the only one I know.
It's your lucky number. Well, you can say "su," which is just 7, and that's much easier because that's
perfect.
So one more for you, which is interesting. It's a short word, and you may like it. It may be something that you enjoy.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
And so it's pronounced. How would you say te? Te?
Well, the obvious answer would be tea, but it's
you
not.
Got it. You got it. You got it. Very good. Is that what you're drinking right now?
Yeah.
I'm having some coffee.
Okay.
So what we love to drink soothte, which is sweet tea. And for the Danes who are watching this and don't know, in the South, we make sweet tea, which is like probably 2 cups of sugar to 1 cup of tea.
Are
you a sweet tea guy?
I am a sweet tea guy. I love cold and sweet tea.
Sweet tea is so good.
I miss it so much. I had good friends from, Mantachi, Mississippi. You're from Mississippi. Do you know Mantachi? It's
probably.
Yeah, it's small, and we went to school together at MTSU in Murfreesboro, and they're from Mantachi, and she gave me her sweet tea recipe. Not that it's super complicated, but it's basically Lipton, tons of sugar. It's like basically you just make a little bit of tea with a ton of sugar, and then you just add a little bit of water in, and you're golden.
That's like I think my mom made it. It'd be like 2 tea bags. You just boil that in any amount of water you want to, and then it was like 2 cups of sugar, and then you mix that up, put it in, and then kind of add water and stir it as you.
Yeah. That's it. Exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
That's the Mississippi recipe, I guess.
Right.
Same thing I learned. All right. That's so good. So I would love if you would play another song for us.
Sure.
Again, pick your favorite. It's up to you. And by the way, I really like you. I can't see too well, but I see. Well, you just moved your capo, but you basically had it without the last string to do drop tuning, which you told me about when we met. That's your quick way of doing a drop tuning is stick it up so it does everything but the last string, and it's like a quick drop tuning.
Yeah, it makes it super easy for the kind of like that alternating thumb and finger picking that I do. I'll play you something new, and it's a little more up tempo. Now there's a rodeo going in the living room. Hey, with pretty cowgirls and bucking bulls. Some were drinking whiskey, some were drinking beer. They ain't a dang one wondering what they're doing here. Well, you gotta let loose while the coast is clear. Sometime a Saturday only coming around twice a year. Now we all know working ain't worth a dime. We've been running out of time. So let the buzzard circle, let the fire burn high. Now we all been hurt for for a slow Saturday night. A slow Saturday. Come on and preach it, Mustang Moses, with your eyes as red as a rose's. You couldn't tell the truth, no matter how you tried. Half the things you sang are pickup lines. So let the buzzard circle, let the fire burn high. Now we all been hurt for a slow Saturday night. A slow Saturday. You gotta get in while the getting's good. Ain't no time to waste. Come on, baby, get them guitars down. I know you got something to say. Hey, and let the buzzard circle, let the fire burn high. Now we all been hurt for a slow Saturday night. A slow Saturday. Cool.
So good. I tell you, man, I miss listening to live music so much. So much. This is a absolute pleasure and a treat for us because I mean, I haven't been to a show in so long, and it's such a big part of our lives. So
it just warms my heart to be able to hear music again.
Yeah, that was fantastic.
I'm glad I could be of assistance.
Yeah,
I got. Of course, you heard the last album. I had some complaints from some people that it was a little slow, you know, it's like but I've been trying to pick it up a little bit, you know, here and there.
Yeah, no, I like that. I like that pace. It was super good. And I think, I mean, it's, you know, I mean, not that I know anything about constructing a set list or anything. I know how to listen to it, but you know, it's good when it bounces around, you know, between, you know, faster stuff, slower stuff to kind of keep an interesting pace going. So, I mean, I really like your finger picking so much, which is typically a little bit slower. That, I mean, I have no problem with that.
All right, I'll take it.
I mean, I'm mesmerized by the finger picking, so I'm golden. Well, I mean, this has been super cool of you to join us. I mean, it's great for getting the YouTube stuff. It's just great to get a chance to chat. Yes. You know, we just every so often get the message back and forth, and it's not too much. And I disappointed we haven't had the chance to see you, but it was super fun when I got to see you last time. We went and had some barbecue.
Yeah, and now that you bring that up, I'm thinking I might need to go get some barbecue today because I love that place. They have that brisket burger, and it is just like that's my jam.
I love how you love that. You always like my Instagram posts when it's smoked meat.
I don't know. I love barbecue. I love, you know, drinking beer, waiting for barbecue, and
it's the perfect day.
It's such a good combination.
You could be Danish.
I mean, I might be. I don't know.
We'll have to look it up.
I want to come back and take a road trip and, you know, spend more than a few hours in, you know, places like Copenhagen and, you know, just to get a better feel and experience, you know, maybe actually, you know, get some food that, you know, that's.
We can help with that. We can show you all the cool places to go.
You got a place to stay and a tour guide for sure when you're here.
I went all the way to Denmark for barbecue.
For a hot dog.
Exactly.
That's stuffed in a weird bun that you. All right, man. Well, thank you so much. It was super cool to see you. We absolutely appreciate it.
Thank y'all so much for having me. I've enjoyed it. And it's great to see y'all. Hopefully I'll see y'all soon.
Hopefully so. Yeah. All right.
Bye.
Bye.
All right, later.
Well, I hope you enjoyed that. It was super cool to get our buddy Zach on here. He is such a talent, and we're so grateful he took the time to spend with us.
Yeah, for sure. And it's been so long since we've gotten to talk to a lot of our music friends from back home, so it was so much fun to catch up with him and have some fun.
And listen to some music.
I'm going
to have a link below for his Spotify so you can check him out, and please do. As you can tell, he's fantastic.
He's awesome.
But that is it. We appreciate you joining. We're going to say goodbye for now, and we shall see you later. Bye-bye. Bye.